What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo, and in today's video we are checking out more from Nina Nesbitt. This is Pages, the official lyric video. I want to give a huge shout out to Ellie over on Patreon for actually requesting this video. Thank you so much for all of your support. I recently on Twitter did a full reaction to a Nina Nesbitt live concert. It was a bit older of a concert, but it was so much fun, and I did the full reaction actually on YouTube. So if you guys want to check that out, just check the YouTube page. But with all that out of the way, let's check out Pages. This is a song that is coming up from this is a new single, by the way, as of 2 months.
Hey love, wait up, I think the call is breaking up. I drove my car into the dirt, can you pull me out? I'm kinda stuck. Oh, I miss my friends and the way it was. They got big plans and city jobs.
Wait, I love this. So I talk about this a lot when it comes to like a lot of lyricism in modern music, and I love that we have made it so personal lately. I feel like this movement in music to have very personal writing, where it's like almost like I'm not even trying to make it like a catchy pop song, and it just ends up being that way. It's almost like I just want to write songs that are coming from the heart. And so I love this because Nina is already giving me it's just a very personal journey.
Drove my car into the dirt, can you pull me out? I'm kinda stuck. Oh, I miss my friends and the way it was. They got big plans and city jobs. The truth is I'm still kinda lost. My parents split, now they don't talk.
Oh,
but
wait, I love this right here. The truth is I'm still kinda lost. So basically going through this whole thing, it's almost this idea of growing up. Like you go through these various things and you kind of have like society that kind of tells you how you should be, or at least maybe the people that you surround yourself with, they all kind of like, you know, do these things that seem like normal, the typical thing for people to do. But then you kind of feel left out. You feel kind of lost and kind of stuck. And I've definitely kind of like always felt this way.
Big plans and city jobs. The truth is I'm still kind of lost. My parents split, now they don't talk. But I guess that they aren't heroes. We'll all make the same mistakes. We'll drink because our hearts are heavy. We'll try to smoke it all away.
That whole section right there. You know, my parents don't talk, but we make our parents out to be heroes. We look up to them. We expect the world from them, right? And we expect them to be perfect. But the reality is that they're people just like us. They're people that are going to drink and smoke their troubles away just like us. They're people that are going to make mistakes just like we do.
And all the things that meant to shape us only bend and burn and break. Used to wish that I was famous. Now I wanna run away. Cause I'm about 2 years from 30 and life scares me more each day.
I'm sorry, the rasp in her voice is sending me. I have to go back.
I was famous. Now I wanna run away. Cause I'm about 2 years from 30 and life scares me more each day. I've got a man that swears he loves me, but I'm afraid that he won't stay. So I drive out to the ocean just to wash my blues away. Takes me back to all the places. Feels like I'm flicking through the pages.
So I feel like there's so much there because this really is the truth of it all when it comes to growing up. You know, she says I'm 2 years from 30, and I feel like that really is it for me in my experience, and I've shared this a lot on my channel, but that 28, 29 is really where like life got real for me. You know, you do kind of see like everybody making these big life plans, and you see kind of everything happening. And once you enter your 30s, I feel like a lot more adult situations happen. Like things come up that I feel like I never would have imagined when I was a kid. But like now that I'm in my 30s, like, oh shit, I'm fucking dealing with this stuff for real. At the same time, as you're growing older, you know, you're thinking about life and the future and what that looks like for you. And if you're in a relationship that you're nervous about or any of those things, like even if you're not, you start to have doubts because you're like, what if you don't stay forever? Like, what if the point is, just like with me trying to talk about it, it becomes so overwhelming. It becomes so much. And Nina's just trying to disappear, and she's basically just flipping through the pages of her life. And I think that this is a very big spot to be. I think you get to this point, it's kind of transitional in your life. And as long as, even though life scares you, you just embrace the fuck out of it. You can be scared every day, but hopefully have fun.
Blue skies, long roads, stop the car in Idaho. rapture in the golden days. I miss you and me in wintertime. Log fire, sipping mulled wine. How easy I lose sight of the good old times. Thinking back to when I was in New York, falling in love with my future in the back of a bar playing snooker. Got in trouble with my Scottish humor, cause the jokes don't land, it just sound kinda mean. And I felt so fucking bad, I stayed up all night thinking how it's crazy that we fall in love so quickly. But the moving on is slow. I'm a master at commitment.
Wait, there's like I mean, obviously a folk sound to this, but there's also like a little bit of like a contemporary country sound to it too, which is super cool to hear because Nina's got a great voice for it.
That we fall in love so quickly, but the moving on is slow. I'm a master at commitment. I'm a novice to letting go. And all the songs played on my car rides know me better than my goals.
Oh, fuck. All the songs played on my car rides know me better than my ghost. I don't think I've ever related to a track as more as I just did because of that lyric.
Like a passport,
holy fuck.
Border control, and I'm 2 years from 30.
Oh, yeah.
Life scares me more each day. I've got a man that swears he loves me, but I'm afraid that he won't stay. So I drive out to the ocean just to wash my blues away. Takes me back to all the ages. Feels like I'm flicking through the pages. Wash the blues away.
Yes.
So hard if I'm
Oh, she has such a great voice for this style.
Feels like I'm flicking through the pages.
Oh man, I don't know if this is an album that's out yet or if this is something that's coming out, but you guys have to let me know because I will be doing a reaction to whatever EP or album this comes out on. I love the style of music. You guys know that so much. I love this really personal songwriting that so easy to relate to, even though you don't want to be able to relate to it. Sometimes you definitely can. And I feel like in this, there's a lot going on here. This is not there's not one, theme other than, well, okay, I take that back. The theme is growing up and kind of like looking back on memories, looking back on times and all that stuff. But it's not a breakup song or anything like that. Like I feel like she does mention a relationship. I think there's a lot more to it than that. So it's interesting because first off, you get insight. You get insight to an artist that you love. You get insight. You get to learn more about the story of them and the story that they're going through. And I like the personality that is starting to come through in lyricism more and more as time goes on. Even I'm 2 years from 30. Like even just making it that specific, I appreciate the fuck out of that. So I just want to start there. But her giving this kind of lyricism and again with this vocal style, so fucking cool. Love to hear the folksy like bluegrass kind of sound at the same time getting that contemporary country kind of feel too as well from her. And then again, going back into this lyrics, I want to talk about the sound a little bit because I think it plays a lot into the lyricism. But going back into these lyrics, the fact that Nina is essentially addressing, I'm getting older. I'm having to really like come to terms with what life is. At the same time, I'm looking back on my like career and where I've gone with that and what I've done with that and kind of like trying to look back on the good old days and remind myself why I love the things. And this quote I've been saying a lot. It's a quote from Andy Bernard on The Office when he says, I'm not, this is a quote because I'm going to fuck it up. But, essentially, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. And that's kind of what Nina is talking about here. It's like, I'm going through the pages of all these memories of these times when, I was first starting out and I was hopeful for my future and looking towards all those things. And, when I'm nervous and scared and everything's kind of like, maybe falling apart around me or, my parents aren't getting along or maybe my relationship's ending. I try to look back to all those things that made me happy, that made me want to get to this position. The highlight for me, that lyric where she says, essentially my the songs that I play on my car rides know, essentially, they know all my ghosts. And that is the realest fucking lyric that I've heard in a long time, because it is so accurate. I can't think of a single time in my life where I went through something, good or bad, but specifically bad, and I didn't have the soundtracks that I went to. And like, if those became playlists, like that, I mean, that could tell you everything I was feeling in a fucking like breakup. You would see everything, the song titles and the lyrics and those songs. You would know exactly how I felt. It would know more than I could ever tell somebody just based on that. So incredible lyric. And again, just one of many things I loved about this song. So I want to give a huge shout out to Ellie on Patreon. Not only am I stoked about this song, but I can't wait to check out, again, either the album or the EP, whatever it is. So please let me know in the comment section, because I've been doing a lot of album reactions lately and I would love to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.